Hello friends, this is your host Nishant, and today we will discuss how you can access certain websites like YouTube, Vimeo.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. while you still connected to VPN. Now what happens is, as we are most of the time working from home nowadays, and while we're still doing our office's work, we want to take a little break and maybe listen to our favorite music at the background through SoundCloud, YouTube, or other services maybe. That is not possible most of the time because our office's infrastructure or IT policies does not allow us to open these websites while you're still working for office or connected to VPN. Now, if you want to take a little break, then you need to disconnect your VPN, go to these websites, listen to the music for some time, connect back to VPN and continue working for your office. That just breaks the complete workflow, and that is not worth it. So today we will discuss how do we get around this. The technique we will be using is called split tunneling. Now, as the name suggests, we will be splitting our traffic into two streams. One is the traffic that is destined towards our office's VPN, like Exchange, Citrix app, or any other application you may be working upon. And the other traffic is the rest of the traffic, which is destined towards the internet. So let's do it. Today we will be discussing how to do that on Windows. There is also a way on how to do this on Mac. It's almost similar, but the commands are different. The way of executing that is little different, but I will cover that in another upcoming video. So let's get started for Windows, at least for now. Alright, let's start. So let me start command prompt window and type in a command root print first. By the way, all the commands you will find in the description below. Now in this list, I'm concerned about two things. First is the interface through which I'm connected to my Wi-Fi or wired network. I'm connected through my Wi-Fi, which is this Realtek integrated Wi-Fi module in my laptop. So I'm interested in this interface number, which is 2. Another thing I'm interested is the gateway. So this is typically the IP address of my Wi-Fi router. So this 0000000 destination in netmask means any traffic. By the way, if you are not aware about networking fundamentals of what is a network destination and what is a subnet mask, don't worry. We are not going to cover that. But just think for now that 0000 means anything. So anything is being thrown out of this gateway for now. Now what you need to do is, so what extra step that you need to do that I will not be able to show you here is that you need to run this command again while you are in office or while you are connected to through office's Wi-Fi or LAN, and you need to figure out what IP ranges that your office's application use most of the time. For example, in my case, I figured out that my office use 10.x.x.x or 57.x.x.x most of the time for most of the internal applications while I'm connected to office through the LAN. So you will if you go to office and run this command, you will in the root table you will find those networks here as well. So you will find, while you are in office, you will find one of the network which is this 0000, and you will find more other entries as well. Now ignore these entries. These are almost in any PC you will find. These are internal Windows root for some specific things. Ignore these. Apart from these IPs, if you find something like 10 dot something or 172.16 dot something or say 32 dot something or anything, then that is actually the range that your office is using for most of the internal applications. So you need to figure that out. So let's assume that your office is also using maybe those IP. So I'll show you how do you go forward, how do you do the split tunneling as we are talking about. And I've actually written a batch script which you can modify for your environment, and that will take care of everything for you. So I will run that script and I'll go through each sequence and I'll explain what this script is actually doing. Now before I do that, let me show you what works while I'm not connected to VPN. So let me open youtube.com, and as you can see, the website is opening, and if I try to play any no copyright music because I don't want to get any copyright strike, you will see that this is working. Alright, and if I try to open some other website as well, like which I know does not work on my VPN, like speedtest.net, to test my internet connection speed, this works as well. I have a 150 meg connection, and yeah, it's getting almost the speed that I have. Now let me do one thing. Let me connect to my VPN, and I'm going to blur out some specific information. And alright, I'm connected to my VPN now. Now I'll do one thing. I'll open Outlook to show you that I'm actually connected to VPN. So my Outlook only works with the Exchange of my office once I'm connected to VPN. So right now it shows disconnected. It says trying to connect now. And yeah, it says connected to Microsoft Exchange now. So that means I'm connected to VPN. Now let me try to open these websites again, which I was showing you. Now if I try to open YouTube now, it will still open, but it is barely usable. As you can see, it is not even getting loaded completely. If I try to open any video or listen to something, it will barely work. I'll show you another website as well, speedtest.net. It does not load at all. So what I need to do is I'll run the script now, and I've written the script already, so I'll just show you what needs to be done. So this is a script. I will copy paste that into the description, and you need to modify certain things for your office's parameter. So this all will remain same. What you need to modify is only these stuff, 1 and 2. That is it. As I've told you earlier that I have identified that my office use address space of 10.xxx and 57.xxx for most of my internal applications. So I'm just adding 10.0.0.0, 57.0.0.0. These are only the modifications that you need to do. So if you identify that your office uses 3, 4, 5 different address space, you need to add more lines here. What you will do is you will just add one more line here, and suppose if your office is using 3 dot something dot something dot something, you will write 3.0.0.0 and so on and so forth. You will just add these lines according to your infrastructure. After this script, you have copy pasted this script. You need to save this script as a batch file. I will save this script as a batch file and I'll give it a name, say VPN, and I need to save it as .bat. Alright, and I'm putting that into codes because I want to save that as bat. If I do not give these codes, then it will be saved as a normal text file, and I do not want that. I'll save it, and then I need to run this. Right click on this and run this as administrator. So that is very important. So I'll run this as an administrator now. As you can see, a window pops up in front of me. It is asking me to hit any key to continue. I hit the key. It shows me now enter the following parameters. Enter the adapter interface number of your wired or Wi-Fi adapter. In my case, it is 2. Enter 2. And it shows enter the next hop IP address for your home's internet connection. In my case, it is also shown there, but if I know it already, I know that it is 192.168.31.1 in my case. Enter it, and that's it. This window will close automatically, and it's done. All the routing that has to be done has been taken care in the background. Now if I try to open the websites which I was not able to, so first of all, let me establish that I'm still connected to VPN, which you can see here. I'm still connected to Microsoft Exchange. I'll try to send and receive the mails, and it happens because I do not have any new mail. I did not get any, but yeah, it did not show me an error as well, and I'm still connected. Now if I try to open the websites which I was having problem earlier, you will see that it is now getting opened. So I'll play another no copyright music now, and it works. And speedtest.net was not working, so let me try to open it as well, and it works as well. And let me do a speed test. You see that I'm getting the full speed that I'm actually buying from my ISP. So that means any other website apart from my VPN or apart from my office's network, if I try to access, it will route through my home's internet access. Let us just go through the script quickly. Nothing special here. We are actually adding a couple of routes that we want to be going through the VPN interface. So these route and these route, the next hop is the next hop IP address that I have supplied as a parameter above. In my case, it was 192.168.30.131.1. But once you supply the next hop while you are connected to VPN, the next hop is treated as the VPN's gateway. So don't let it confuse you. I'll just show you something here. If you see here, this my VPN, that is the Juniper virtual adapter, has acquired this IP address 10.225.2.80 from my VPN server. So while I supply the next hop as my router's IP address, it will actually be going to this. Why it goes to this is not something to be discussed in this video, because that is a little more technical, but just assume that yeah, it is going to the VPN. And if we provide the interface number as well along with the IP address of the next hop, then it goes specific to that interface. So I'm providing the next hop, and if is the interface, and the interface number is 2 that we have provided in the arguments above. Now I am saying any other traffic must go to this interface, and the rest of the traffic must go to the next hop. So while we are connected to the VPN, the next hop is being, for whatever reason, the next hop is treated as my VPN's IP address. But when I provide the interface as well, it will hit that interface, and that interface is the Wi-Fi interface, and it will go through my Wi-Fi's default network and go out. So yeah, that is all you need to do. So you can actually do this for your infrastructure as well. You need to actually know what internal IP space that your company is using. If you need any help, you can post in comments, and we will try to figure out this script for you. You can join our Telegram channel as well and post in your routing table, and we will try to help and write a specialized batch script for you. There are other people as well who will help you. So yeah, go ahead, try this. And the best part is this action is completely reversible, so you will not mess up anything on your laptop if you are worried about that I'm playing with the routing table. So none of these actions that we are doing is permanent in nature. For whatever reasons, if it does not work, just reboot your laptop or PC or whatever you are using, and everything will be back to the original position. So no need to worry at all. So this is completely safe. I think you should do it. And if it works for you, I'm sure you will enjoy it. So that is it, guys. If you like the video, please leave us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more good content like this. This is your host Nishant again, signing off. Bye bye, guys.